How are you guys doing today? This is Rashad Alexander from Greenland, aka Jedi Mind Trick, and I'm here to bring you Kill La Kill review. Now, Kill La Kill, I've been hearing about this anime for a while. I actually like the art style of it. Is If you guys ever watched the Beautiful Joe anime when it was out, it's pretty much like that, or Fully Cooley, basically the art style of it. Um, so we have the main antagonist, which is Ryuko, and then we have not the antagonist, the main character, which is Ryuko, excuse me. Then we have the antagonist, which is Satsuki, or what you would call she's the student body president. She basically she runs the school and the town around it, which is really crazy. So the backstory behind her is her mother is, I think she's like the head of the PTA or whatever you would call it for that school. And basically, so everyone has to obey her because her mother funds the school and all that stuff. So well, the anime started out in Hawanoji Academy, and the start scene is this action packed. The guy Gomagoro, he's basically a higher up. He's like right under Satsuki, and like he's a higher up. And he busts into the classroom. He's looking for a Goku uniform. Goku uniforms are basically these suits that give you awesome powers, hence the name Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I don't think that's like a relevant like comparison or like that was anything had to do with each other, but I just made that connection because of that. So like, so the funny it's a lot of comedy in it too. So the funny part about it was when the guy tries to escape with the Goku uniform, he throws down a tear bomb and like runs down the stairs. So you see like Gomagoro like falling, falling down. He jumps out the window, he's falling, and like every time you see the guy coming down the stairs, you see Gomagoro outside the window. And by the time the guy gets to the front door, Gomagoro is at the front door and is like, put the suit on and all that. He throws him out into like this huge courtyard, and the guy puts it on, and he's dodging all of Gomagoro's attacks and stuff like that. He's like, whoa. He thinks he has like all this power, so he goes in like for an attack, and Gomagoro is just like a 1 star can never hurt me. And he has just keep in mind he has a 3-star suit. So the 3-star suit is basically the most powerful besides Sasuke, and and basically he just Gomagoro just destroys the guy. He punches him to the wall, and like the clothes burst off of him, and somehow like it folds into a perfect square again. He gives it to like some guy. So like that's the opening scene. So it's very action packed. I like the anime, the drawing, the animation aspect of it, if I would say the drawings. Uh, then we get to the main character, which is Ryuko. She's arriving in the town and she's looking for her father's killer, and she has this weapon with her called the scissor blade, and basically it's a red weapon. And like she goes to school to confront first she meets her best friend in the series. I forget her name, it escapes me. My apologies. But she basically meets her best friend in town and her little brother. She goes to the school to to ask questions, basically. The student body president, some questions about her father's disappearance and all that. Well, like she goes there and confronts her, and like the student body principal is surprised by the weapon she has. So one of her underlings, the leader of the boxing club. All of the leaders of like the clubs, different clubs, has Goku suits, and they're like the leader of it, and they like 2 stars. So he confronts the boxing club leader confronts her, and he destroys her. Like he has like these iron boxing gloves, and like he destroys her. So she retreats to her home, which I don't know if it's in that town or if it's just somewhere completely else. And the history teacher that was in the first scene that was in the history class, the classroom that Gomagoro busts into, he's following her and he knows something, but I don't know what he knows yet. So he opens this trap door and he says, "It's left up to you now." And like she's bleeding and she has these wounds at her house, and she has these wounds and she's bleeding on top of this pile of garbage, and she's like, "I gotta find a way out." Like in the pile of garbage, there's like this skimpy, like I don't know, sailor suit, and like it feeds on blood, which is really weird and like messed up. Like that's like it's like a fetish, like. But so like the suit forces itself onto her, and like but like while this is all happening, they have taken hostage her best friend at the school, and they're like threatening to deep fry her, which is really weird. They're gonna deep fry her basically, and that's where it gets all like weird and like basically like they were showing like boobs and stuff like that. So she arrives at the school and she's in this cloak hidden, and like she jumps out of the crowd and like she just wipes everybody out that tries to like, stop her. And then she gets in the ring, she takes on the guy with the boxing gloves, and she destroys him completely. And then she like basically she goes unconscious because he lost 2 blood from the suit. The suit can talk. Matter of fact, he doesn't. It's weird. Like the suit is like a skimpy like. It's weird. Everyone was just looking at her like, oh my god, look at her. Like it's crazy. Like, and then that's where like the anime ends. Basically, she's unconscious. She goes unconscious and someone saves her. I guess, rescues her, and she escapes the school. I give the anime myself. I like it. I like the whole art style. I like the story. I like the funny aspect of it. It's a pretty good anime. I give it a 9 out of 10. Comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think of this anime, Kill La Kill, once again. And I will see you guys next time.